Well, next up, Earl Austin's back, and he's going to talk to Tony Irons, the head coach of Bashan.
How are you, Tony?
Doing good.
Great. This young man was a born leader, point guard, head coach, state championship as a high school player, state championship as a college player, multiple state championships as a coach. And it's more than talent, it's leadership. And I've seen this young man grow up, and he's just been a fantastic player and coach, and he's still right in the middle of all of it. But like you said, it's high school. It started at Lutheran North. What does this award mean to you?
It means a lot. I was surprised, just like many people in here, I was surprised to actually get the phone call to actually say that I was being awarded this award, and I was humbled by it and extremely excited.
First go back to, I guess, 2002, your senior year. Lutheran North wins the state championship in basketball. You're the starting point guard. Now, you know at that level, Class 2, competition is fierce. Cardinal Ritter, Lutheran North, Wellston, just great studs. But you were able to push your team through. What was that experience like winning that state championship?
It was amazing. Being able to do it with a group of guys that I kind of went through high school with. We had, if I'm not mistaken, we had 7 seniors on that team, and all of us had kind of, had different routes to get to that point. But just remembering our junior year, hosting districts at home, and we were #1 team in the state, and we ended up being upset by Cardinal Ritter, and that was the year that we were supposed to actually win the state championship. And coming back the following year, we were kind of focused to try to get back to that point, and we were able to, through some hard work, able to achieve our goal.
And of course, you move on to was it College of the Ozarks or School of the Ozarks? College of the Ozarks, and a couple of years later, you're the point guard of a national championship NAIA level. That experience and the experience of taking from high school and going to that and being a national champion, what was that excitement like?
That was amazing. Also, everyone knows that it's very difficult to be able to, and you're blessed to be able to get an opportunity to play any sport after high school. And I was blessed to be able to get a chance to pursue my education and get a chance to play basketball in college. And when I got there, I used a lot of the things that I had learned through high school, and a lot of things I was taught. And coming in as a freshman, as you can see, I'm not super tall or anything like that, so it was pretty difficult to kind of adjust and stuff like that. But I just stuck with it and just persevered, and was able to, my senior year, get a chance to be the starting point guard on the college national championship team.
Of course, Tony's father, Floyd Irons, coaching legend in St. Louis, multiple state championships at Bashan. Now, at what point when you decided that you wanted to be a high school coach, was that something you discussed with your dad, or what? How did that all work out?
Well, I figured out a long time ago I wasn't gonna make the NBA. That was the first thing. So once I figured that out, I actually got a start in college. It was during the off season, and I actually coached an intramural team, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And a lot of the people that I were coaching, they were just trying to do it for recreational stuff, and I ended up getting kind of competitive and wanted to hold practices and stuff like that. And they kind of weren't into that type of stuff. So that was actually my first time actually wanting to kind of get into coaching. And I stayed on after I graduated. I had a semester of student teaching left, and I didn't have any more eligibility, so I stayed on as a coach at College of the Ozarks and learned a lot from my college coach, and just kind of fell in love with it. And then a lot of people don't believe it, but me and my dad never actually had a conversation about me getting into coaching. I just ended up popping up doing it, and he was just like, "Are you sure this is what?"
I was going to say, did he say no, don't do this, or did he just encourage you?
Yeah, but he was real supportive, and but he was surprised that I actually wanted to do it. So I'm just blessed to be able to do it now because I get an opportunity to work with a great group of kids.
Of course, state championships at Imagine Prep. under Madison Prep, Imagine Prep, you took to the Final Four. Then you get the chance to coach at Vashon High School, where your father was so successful. When you first started that, any pressure on you? Did you find the task daunting, or was that something you were looking forward to? Because remember, Vashon was kind of down when you took the program over. Was that a challenge that you were looking to rekindle that glory of Vashon High School?
Well, coming in, my first day that I was that I signed my teaching contract and went to Vashon, a guy that was an alumni member was actually waiting in the rotunda of the school. So when I walked in, he was like, "So you're getting ready to be the basketball coach, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, it's state championship or bust." So,
no pressure.
No pressure. So, I kind of looked at it like, well, I mean, that's kind of, I'm not going to say an unrealistic goal, but it's not something I'm trying to think about right now. So, Vashon has a great tradition, and my dad did an amazing job. He was there for 33 years, so just did an amazing job. And what I wanted to do coming in was I wanted to kind of, pay homage to a lot of the, what that organization, what that program has been to the St. Louis area. And then I wanted to be able to come in and help inner city kids get opportunities to play college sports and to get education and use basketball as a tool to do so.
And of course, Tony won back-to-back state championships at Vashon in 2016 and 2017. And next year, they're going to be one of the top teams in the country. If you get a chance, they're going to be amazing next year. Last question.
No pressure, Earl.
No, you are. I mean, you guys are amazing. You guys deserve it. You won a state championship before you got to Vashon, like I talked about at Madison Prep. Was that something that meant a lot to you, that you were able to do it as Tony Irons, not coaching at Vashon, but doing it at Tony Irons at a different school and establish your own credentials as a top coach in this state?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, not to make I want to make a long story kind of short. The school, Imagine, that I was at previously, it ended up closing the year before that, and I had 8 kids that were juniors on that team. And when the school closed, it was a lot of uncertainty on what we were going to do, what they were going to do, and we ended up losing a couple kids to different schools and stuff like that. But 3 kids ended up coming with me when Madison opened, and to kind of see them, all the stuff that they had went through that summer of just the school being closed and just uncertainty with things, kind of see everything kind of come together, and watching them hold the trophy up at the end of the day. That was probably the most memorable thing that I've had as a coach, just to be able to see them persevere and go through that and to end their high school careers as champions. That was more gratifying to me than me winning it as a coach, honestly.
Well, congratulations, Tony. Mark of Excellence Award. And I'll say this last thing for you. 10 years ago, you could say, this is Floyd Irons' son. Now you can walk up to Coach Irons and say, no, you're Tony Irons' father. That's how we know. Congratulations. Welcome to the St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame.